call ARINZE. If they fail to do that, don't worry. We are not in a hurry. I'm not broadcasting from Rome or Mama. I don't even have an international passport. Go and ask DSS. At least at the moment, I don't have. Go and ask Boko Haram DSS. They know. Because they were more interested in my passport than any other thing. My passport and my bank account. So I am in Abo, Orogodu. I am in Orogodu. For your avoidance of doubt, I will come to Europe. I will come to America. I will come to Asia, Indonesia, and the rest of them. I will travel the world when the time is right. But for now, people need to stand and defend the outpost of the Biafran territory. And that is why we are here to do. For the avoidance of that, I am not a spirit. But we must continue. So Cardinal ARINZE to come out and speak against the Biafran people, yet he refused to speak when Fulani herdsmen killed his community people, when Fulani Miati Allah molested and raped his women. He didn't speak. He want to become relevant. IPOB is beating the drum of war. When we beat the drum of war, you will know. It is you people. If CNN will talk that very time, we know what they are waiting for. And this drum of war, we will beat it. People do not understand. Whatever we do today, nobody should hold our leader Mazen and the Kano responsible. We have passed the Rubicon. People are angry. People are not happy. And so we are along the line. I get you no ego. Nonsense. Nonsense, I must tell you. Do you know what is nonsense? That is what is happening in Nigeria. That is exactly what is going on. But don't let anybody deceive you. Like I said earlier, our topic this evening is simple and it is entitled, Only Good Men Fight for Freedom. Nyanwodo is not a good man. He can't fight for freedom. He can only fight for a torture. They say it's restructure. When you hear Nigerian criminals telling you restructure, they are not talking about restructure. They are talking of retorture. Retorture these people. Retorture them. Retorture them. They are fighting for retorture. Second tenure. Only good men fight for freedom. Fighting for freedom is the most honorable vocation in all profession in this life, because every vocational or profession intend to bring freedom to men one way or the other. Every vocation in life, every of them, anybody that is actually on one profession or the other, they had only one agenda. And that is to bring freedom. Every vocation. For instance, the doctors. The doctors fight to bring freedom to free men from diseases. When you see a doctor, and the doctor is yapping. He's a doctor, but he's like a carpenter. Do you know that there are some doctors that don't know the field they belong to? Actually, they went to Nigeria University. They studied medicine, and at the end of the day, they actually was a housemaster. You know, doctors have to, in their practical, your IT, they call it housemaster. At the end of the day, he becomes a doctor. Some gynecologists now are opticians. Some opticians now are orthopedic. Some orthopedic now are now, what do they call it? Surgeon. It's Nigeria. But every genuine doctor understand that their duty is to fight that human beings are free from disease, sickness. Lawyers understand they are there to fight to free men from injustice. And so only lawyers understand that their duty is to fight for injustice. So when you see a lawyer from Nigeria jumping up and down, according to decree, Nigerian lawyers now quote decree instead of constitution. Only genuine lawyers know they are here to fight for injustice. The question is, how many lawyers are actually fighting for the justice for Biafran people? As far as the zoo called Nigeria, none of them. Just remove on air. You begin to hear BB grammar. We are telling you that it's unacceptable, and according to Decree 27 of Astumaron, we are going to metamorphose and we are going to exumaron. He cannot be running on rampage on the enumesis and atakata. These are the zoo lawyers for you. Do you know that when male monkey gather, more than 3 monkeys gather, they are called Congress? These are monkeys and babu. When we tell you Nigerian lawyers are monkeys and babu, you'll be jumping up and down. Go and find out the meaning of 3 monkeys gathered together, or 3 chimpanzees, or 3 baboon. Once they are more than 2, they become Congress. Nigerian Congress of Lawyers Association. They are mad people. If you are a lawyer, you are not fighting to destroy injustice, then something is wrong with you. 3. Farmers fight to free men from hunger and starvation. The reason we go to farm is to free men and women from hunger and starvation. So when you see a farmer who is actually farming to impoverish the people, he's a monkey and he's a babu. Teachers, they fight to liberate the mind of every ignorance, men and women, through wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But you have such teachers in the zoo called Nigeria. It is Nigeria that formed their own topic. Those who are studying electrical elect, you will see they are teaching you how to on lantern instead of teaching you how to produce a self-renewable energy. Nigeria University are teaching our children how to on lantern. One of the topic is the advantage of the advantage of mano lantern. Now let me teach you a little bit. You don't know I study elect, and there are mad people. If you are listening to me now, you have palm oil. Look for rag, tear the rag, soak it inside the palm oil, put it in a container. Don't bother for petrol or kerosene. Light the edge of that rag, lift it up above the level of the palm oil, then on it. Put that light outside. I tell you, no matter the amount of rain that will fall, no matter the amount of snow that will fall, in case you are in America or anywhere they experience snow, that light will never up. It is stronger than diesel when you use it to on light as a terrorist army on the checking point in Biafra land. So, army, Boko Haram army in Biafra land, stop using gas, use palm oil. This is physics. It's physics. This is what they are teaching our children inside the Nigerian university. But this is what my grandmother taught me. They are mad people. So if you are a teacher, you are not there to liberate the mind of men from ignorance, true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You are very hopeless. Only good men fight for freedom. In this manner, the real freedom fighters are the only ones that are fighting for your freedom, because their fight is to liberate everybody, including the politicians, including the criminals, including the Satan, including the true freedom fighter is fighting to liberate everybody. When I had access to our leader, Mazen Nandekano, one of the things I learned from him, he said, Mazioni B, we are taking our people home. Both the mad people, both the crazy people. Most of you don't know there is a difference between you are mad and you are crazy. When you meet somebody and tell you, my friend, are you mad? Know that there is hope for you. Your level of madness can be treated. It can be addressed. But when somebody tell you, are you crazy? Know that your own is finished. All you need is handcuff. Chain you hand and leg. But our leaders say both our people that are mad, both our people that are crazy, all of them are going home. All of them are going home for the avoidance of doubt. And now I know that only good men fight for freedom. Don't let anybody deceive you. So when you start to fight for freedom of your people, that is the only way to describe those who lay down their life for all others. When you talk about freedom fighting, you must be willing to lay down your life for everybody. Our leaders say the Bible says there is no greater love than this, that a man should lay down his life for his brother. A freedom fighter is that which understand that they must lay down their life for all other people. Only good men fight for freedom. I do not envy our supreme leader. His Eminence, His Lordship, the Pope of Biafran people, I don't envy him on his deputy. Because they're giving up their life even before the very day they come on Radio Biafra. And some people will come here, hey, God will protect you, don't worry, Onyibe. God will make you see Biafra. I'm not here to see Biafra. I'm not here because I want to see Biafra. I'm here because I want to know that with my last dying breath, that Biafra is free. For we have made a vow that we will not sleep under the same heaven with those who killed our parents and rape our mothers and our sisters. We will not sleep under the same heaven with those who have terrorized us, those who deceive us. We are here because we have spoken to the Almighty Creator Himself, telling Him that if in His infinite wisdom, that the ultimate sacrifice required from us is that we lay down our life for our people to be free, and then we will gladly lay down our life that our people might be free. Do you not listen to the national item? It is said, if the price for all we hold dear is death, then let us die without a shred of fear. But Biafra must be free. It must be free. But we will move ahead this evening to look at an example of freedom fighters. For those of you who are Christian, who have been changed by the doctrine of the Bible, Moses of the Bible is a freedom fighter. Moses was not born when the children of Israel became slaves in Egypt. But along the line, God sent Moses. He was born in a complicated environment. And when Moses grew up, having been trained by the daughter of Pharaoh, or a relative of Pharaoh, Ramses, he discovered that something was wrong, and of the truth he's not an Egyptian, but an Israelite. But he was born an Egyptian, he was brought up an Egyptian, he lived as an Egyptian. Even though Moses is a black man, they won't tell you Moses is a black man. Because in the era where Moses was born, there is no white person in Africa, no white person in Libya, no white person in South Africa, no white person in this continent. And so that was the era where Moses was born. Moses was born in Africa, he lived in Africa, he died in Africa, he married in Africa, everything is in Africa. But some of you think Moses is in heaven. You think Moses is from some, okay, let's not digress anyway. Moses was a freedom fighter. He's a good man. They frustrated him. They destroyed him. According to the Bible, he did not enter the promised land because the people frustrated him. He insulted God. Because people like Dathan and Abiru are there to fight Moses, to stop Moses. The same way there are people like Iluanya and his company. What is the name of this lunatic? What do they call this one giving you certificate in a country that don't exist? Rafael Wazurike. Are we talking about the warlords? Are we talking about Nangoto? These are the like of Dathan and Abiru. They fought very hard to frustrate Moses. But whether Moses entered the promised land or not, it doesn't matter to him. The truth is that he has a true successor who will continue from him. And the truth is that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have a genuine deputy who will continue from him. But none of them will die because they will be the one to lead us into Biafra. If they don't lead us into Biafra, nobody will see the end of me. Neither any genuine Biafra. Moses led the people. These people are stiff-necked individuals. These people are speaking with their both sides of their mouth. These people destroy the very system that is built to protect them. He's a freedom fighter. And he died in the mountain of Mount Horeb. He died. And then Joshua continued. Joshua continued. He's a freedom fighter. And so you are from Yehizreel. And you do not know Moses, the lawgiver. And then something is wrong somewhere. But the beauty about it is that when I read the Ecclesiastes, the book, the chronicle of Moses, I begin to wonder, is Moses really from Abo? Is Moses an Igbo man? Because all the ordinances of Moses written in the book of Ecclesiastes, these are the ordinances that governs us as a people. But I won't go there today anyway. The next freedom fighter, the next good man. I call him good man, not because I don't know the things he did and compromised. They call him Nelson Mandela. As a youth, he graduated from the university in South Africa. He understands that his people are being dominated, harassed, intimidated, murdered, subjugated. And he said, no, I will use my certificate to save my people. Some lawyers are yapping, jumping up, and they are afraid that Nigeria will kill them. I'm coming for all of you. But Nelson Mandela, as a lawyer, moved a motion. There was a system already fighting for the emancipation, total deliverance of South African people from apartheid. This is a young man, very young and healthy, very vibrant. He had a very beautiful wife. He had a daughter and a son, and he made a move. This good man fought to liberate monkeys and baboons in South Africa, who don't even know what Mandela went through for them to be where they are. They are yapping. Most of them are turning to Muslims to think they are becoming relevant in Africa. When we are done with all of you, you wish you never existed. I'm not telling you I actually comply or oblige to what Nelson Mandela did, but at least when you remember where sun rain beat you, don't forget where sun dry you. And looking at the risk he took in the first place. His only son was killed. Nelson Mandela don't have a son because these terrorists killed his son. They want to break him down. His lawyer was sleeping with his wife. They want to break him down. And you are there enjoying. And South Africa, homophobia, homos, this one. The easiest people for you to kill is the BIAFRAN people in South Africa. Because you don't know what we did for you to enjoy what you are enjoying here. Thunder will fire all of you one day. But it's a matter of time. Along the line, Theresa May, Rola Lady Dan, Margaret Thatcher, Ngobati, and Peter Botha. They want to be black man ruler. They want to be the black master. Do you know that? How many years? Is it 23 years? I cannot be very specific now. But this man spent all his life in prison, fighting for South Africa. And so if you are a monkey, you are a baboon in South Africa, you do not know that somebody gave his life for you to be there, you are hopeless. If you are a Biafran, you don't know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave up his life. Everything for you, you are a monkey, you are a baboon. Mandela fought. Many Biafran people supported him. But the question is South African people supporting Biafran liberation, Biafran restoration? No, they are not. No, they thought they have arrived. But let me tell you some music. And if you are a South African person, you are listening to me, go and talk to your president. If they don't rise up in defense of Biafran people, a day will come you wish you have done. There is one music. It is a music sung by somebody from Delta State. They call him Mandatos. He say, Rula Lady Dan and Margaret Thatcher, Ngobati and Peter Botha, all of them just come together. They want to be the black master. I will stop there. It's for South Africa. It's for South Africa. Am I going to talk about Orusuliki? Am I going to talk about Raskimono? Am I going to talk about what is this guy now? Majek Fashek? Am I going to talk about Edina Ogoshi and the rest of them? We sang for you, we fought for you, we bleed for you. Yoruba, Barawo, Dambaza, Hausa, Fulani don't believe in you. Today, when you are killing a Biafran person in South Africa, you are jumping up and down. One of my junior brothers in South Africa. You are killing them, you think you are in charge. You are very hopeless. Don't worry, a day of reckoning is coming. Only good men fight for freedom. And now South Africa is free. The best they can do now is collect some changes from Nigeria. From the very resources stolen from our land. You help them to operate our people. South Africa, you own NTA. South Africa, you own GoTV. South Africa, you own DSTV. South Africa, go and find out your customers, those who patronize you. You will see that 99.9% of them are Biafrans. Only good men fight for freedom. Prove yourself now. And Nelson Mandela was able to achieve some things to a certain extent. We now look at Abul Kalam Azad of India. There is a man, when you hear about Indian liberation, I watched a video, I saw Indian people beating up a Biafran. And that Indian people think they are champion. You know, they are Indian, they are champion. If you know the role that Biafrans played for you, to be free, you will. If you see a Biafra man in India, you will respect them. I have an uncle His name is Sami Sami. I discovered later that there is another terrorist in Nigeria that almost bears a similar name. But do not make mistake about it. The name of my uncle that served Nigerian army, that was sent to help Indian people to recover their economic, to help them recover their land and stabilize. Indian people, go and check the record. His name is Sami Sami. He's from Umunedi. He's from Delta State. He's my mother's younger brother. His name is Sami Sami. Of course, there is another Sami Sani. Sami Sani is Awusa. When Sami Sami was sent to India to help India recuperate themselves from that evil British government did to them, he served India. We know how you got where you get to. So Indian people, if you see any black man, find out if they are Biafra. Don't kill them. I'm telling you the first name of the man that started fighting for victory, for freedom of Indian people from the evil enclave called Britain government. Because the same thing we are going on in Biafra land. British government did it to India. Biafrans are among the people that help you to fight for your freedom. And now I'm talking about a freedom fighter from India. His name is Abul. I may not be able to pronounce it well, don't mind me. And when I say Abul, the spelling is A-B-U-L. Kalam. When I say Kalam, the spelling is K-A-L-A-M. Hazard. When I say Hazard, the spelling is A-Z-A-D. Of India. Of course, he was a scholar. He moved the motion to free the Indian people from British terrorist government. Today, the Indians are one of the best when it comes to Western medicine. Today, the Indian people acknowledge and everybody recognize their resilience and their advancement when it comes to technology. Are you going to talk about Tata product? Today, when you talk about Indian, I must tell you, they are among the world power, even though they are not talking about it. They've been able to achieve so much because a lot of changes were made for them to be where they are. India, stop killing Biafrans in your land. Kill Nigerians. Don't kill Oduduwa or Arewa. Kill Nigerian people. Don't kill Biafrans. Protect Biafrans. Be with Biafrans. Because Nigeria is a replicate, a reminder of what you went through. But a lot of Biafran people fought to save you. Go and ask this man I just mentioned his name. Abul Kalam Azad. He was the first person who started this motion. The same way Mazen Nandekan is moving on. Only good men fight for freedom. Are we going to America? George Washington? Have you heard about George Washington? My namesake. Do you know who George Washington is? There is no motivating story above any other. No motivating story higher than that which you can get of the Bible. More than the story of people like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, among others. People who are selfless, like Mazen and the Kano. People who gave up everything, like Deputy Uchemefo, all to give freedom. When I watch Americans on the TV, people who are enjoying America now, it doesn't matter if you are Caucasian. Because there are a lot of lunatics who are Caucasian. It doesn't matter whether you are black American, China American, India American, Toro American, Toke. It really don't matter to me. I only see few good men, and these are freedom fighters. I will talk about my namesake, George Washington. The war took place from 1775 to 1783 with fighting in the north of America and other places. The Continental Army of the colonial master was led by George Washington, my namesake. Who are these continental colonial master? British government. Who is the continental colonial terrorists in Africa? British government. Who are the people subjugating Biafra? British government. Who are the people raping Biafra? British government. Who are the criminals in Biafra land? British government. Who are the people who are actually terrorizing Biafra? British government. And now, I'm talking about 1775. British government was already there. You know, when they come out here, you see them in the TV, they now begin to pretend like normal people. They take one black monkey to sing for them. You have people like Stevie Wonder. You have people like Michael Jackson. They want to deceive you. Let me see if I can remember one of their songs. What is this song they sing? Heal the world, thinking better place for you and for me and the entire human race. People dying, if you care enough for the living, thinking better place for you and for me. Michael Jackson was a black man, blacker than me. He thought he would be accepted. He bleached himself till he become like Theresa May. But how market? How market? Don't let them deceive you, I must tell you. Let's go back to George Washington. Washington, being the head of the army led by the colonial terrorist British government, with the help of the France government, I begin to wonder, why is France part of the people causing menace in Africa? But France helped America to get their independence. Because without France forming an alliance with the British government, with the American government, America at this moment will not be free. George Washington, with the help of the French army, should I call French army terrorists? No, I withdraw the statement until they give us reason to call them that. Defeated the armies of the British Empire. They fought the British. Is it Cromwell they call his name? Why is he fighting America? A British animal called Cromwell. Why is he fighting America? Now, those of you in Nigeria army understand what George Washington did. He was in charge of the terrorist army barrack, the British army barrack. He used that privilege to stand up, ask the France people to help him. They brought down British government. You are in Nigeria army, you are yapping. You say defense headquarters is in Kaduna, Amori is in Kaduna, Toro is in Kaduna. It doesn't matter. You people, BIAFRANS soldiers in Nigeria army, begin to plan, because a day will come, we will call upon you. You think we are not watching you? If you are not joined IPOB, you are in Nigerian army as a Biafra. You are very hopeless and you are stupid. We will address your stupidity. God will punish you. If you bring 10 army, tie one of my hand to my leg, I will beat that 10 army, Nigerian army to stupor. You think I'm lazy? Nonsense. This man was in charge of the terrorist army, but he knew what the terrorist was doing to his people is not evil. Biafran soldiers in Nigerian army wake up and understand that what they are doing to us is evil and unacceptable. For the avoidance of that, we are going home. He fought for the freedom of America. And today, when I watch Americans, hey man, this is God's own land, man. This is God's own country. What did they write in dollars? Hey, God, man, God, man. Before they were God, man represented the God. Before they were God, man chose to make them see the God. And I tell you, Yoruba will not let them see your God as a Biafran. Neither Hausa Bara with Dambanza. See your God. See your God. Only good men fight for freedom. Things you must know about all of them. They were all dissatisfied with something. All the few freedom fighters I have mentioned this evening, time will not permit me. All these people understand that their people are not okay. Their people were dissatisfied. The same way George Onyibe, IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, we are dissatisfied with the zoo called Nigeria. And then rise up, O monarch. Rise up, O politicians. Rise up, O Biafrans army in the zoo called Nigeria. Rise up, O ye freedom fighter. Because we are dissatisfied with British government conduct in the zoo called Nigeria. They all had good alliance, individual or that of a nation. Understand that these people have allies. Who are people who are standing in alliance with Mazen Nandekano and Uchimefo to ensure that Biafra is restored? Who are this country Cameroon will fight very hard to destroy Biafra because they do not want Bakassi Peninsula to be returned to Raw. Because Bakassi Peninsula was not the original name. Bakassi Peninsula was not the original name. It was the payment for Cameroon people to block Cameroon so no food will come into Biafra land. Between 1967 to 1970, the document that gave Bakassi Peninsula to Cameroon was signed by Obasanjo. British government and France government come in collaboration to endorse this. And so when we stood up to restore Bakassi Peninsula, France brought their warship in Biafra land. Retrieve your step because you are not going anywhere. Obasanjo was the signatory to the giving up away of Bakassi Peninsula. Who is the ally? Who is fighting? Cotonou wanted to join them, but we are watching you, Benin Republic. We know you are Yoruba extraction of Ududuwa nation. Please don't join the Yoruba in Nigeria to fight us because they are corrupt, they are evil. Don't get involved in this matter because at the end we are all one. We are all black, monkeys and babu. That is how they see us. Free yourself before you free your nation. Number 3. They were all made to look evil before the world. When you see this freedom fighter, all of them were projected as evil. I pity Ohanes Ndigbo Nwodo and Southeast governor. They came to the newspaper stand. They want to issue press communique that me, okay, so me David Umaru, me Ugwanye, we IPOB is a terrorist. Go and kill Nnamdi Kanu. You said the same thing to Nelson Mandela. When I sit back and I remember Nelson Mandela, I begin to wonder. His lawyer was sleeping with his wife. His daughter insulted him. As a child, I listened to the radio station where they say Winnie Mandela rejected his father. God will punish all of you. Taken to an island, torture and torture and torture for the truth. If Mazen and the Kano that Chuko Kikabiama is not with him, only God knows what he would have gone through. Believe me, every minute and every moment of my life, I know that the unexpected can happen to me. I know that anything can happen to me. But I say to you, my detractors, I say to you, my enemy, I say to you, those looking to kill me, my heart is ready. I am ready for anything. If it is for Biafra, for the avoidance of doubt. I'm ready. Our minds are ready. Anama jogodo anumere unna yezure. And then they come, IPOB is a terrorist organization. Are we terrorizing? Are we terrorizing you with microphone? Are we terrorizing you with the truth? What exactly are we terrorizing you? We have not started killing. We will kill. We shall kill when the time comes. Our supreme leader, the Pope of Biafran people, the Archbishop, His Eminence, Lord Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, His Holiness, said they will kill us, we will kill them. And then Biafra will come. We shall, I must assure you that. But we have not started. But yet they make us look evil. Boko Haram is gentlemen. Fulani men are born again Christian. Miati Allah are born again Muslim. Only IPOB without gun are terrorists.